Yeah,
Hello.
you ready?
Hello, talk with my little friends. I've come to talk with you
Доброго
again.
вечора, ми з України.
This is just Zachary Peak from Lviv, Ukraine.
Yeah, it's me. Hello. And yeah, it's Zakhar Pikh from Lviv, Ukraine. Hello.
The star.
And that second guy,
Yeah,
yeah,
some
he's still here.
still still on this earth,
It's
still in Ukraine.
Joe Lindsley.
Oh, nice. Oh, thanks, man. Hello, darkness. Well, we feel the darkness a bit today. I mean, we feel it every day. But what were you doing when Lviv was hit today, man?
I was walking with my dog.
What did you saw? I guess you heard it first.
Yeah, I heard the flight like a big engine, like a big jet, something. It was like a jet.
Mm.
Yeah.
The missile.
And after boom, bam, bam, something like that.
I was sitting in the cafe Fatzet, surprisingly, um, and I'd gone there for lunch, and then there was the first air raid alarm today. It was the first one we had in several days, and and I could have walked home, but I thought it would be more interesting for the radio audience, if I was in a cafe during the alarm. And then I stayed there all day, and a few hours later, the power flickered, and it turns out there were, it seems now, three power stations were hit, but the power flickered, and then we heard the first boom.
Yeah,
And I was with a number of foreign fighters, with Americans, a New Zealander, and you know, and you saw the concern. I mean, even on the faces of the hardened warriors, people that have seen battle all around the world, you saw their concern. And one of them told me, "Oh, this is the first," as he was sipping a glass of wine in the cafe in the evening, while moments after the I think it was the fifth explosion. He said, "Wow, this is the first time I've been, you know, under fire in 10 years," and that's what it is. I mean, the city, is under fire once again.
it's scary, man. Like I think it's scary all the time. It's not only for people who never saw that before.
Mhm.
For everyone, always. I think
Yeah,
it's a shit you cannot like listen and like it's okay for you now.
yeah, yeah. We're all in this terror together. And as I during the first air alarm, when there were no strikes earlier today, uh, I took a walk on Verminska Street, and it was beautiful sunshine, and there was a while the air raid alarm was still sounding, there was a busker, a guy playing on the guitar in front of the Barcino, and he was singing a song by the Smiths. Heaven knows I'm miserable now, with the background
I don't
sound of
know.
you know,
I I don't know that song.
hmm. Well, it's the words say. I mean, the title says it. Heaven knows I'm miserable now, and it's just the guy's sad about everything. He got a job, he lost a job, had a girl, lost a girl, and he's singing this song while the alarms are going off. And I looked at the faces of the people, and everyone. I think because people have been feeling, something bad is coming after some time of peace in Lviv, and you can see it in people's faces. The tiredness and the fear. but they keep going. They, no one panics, and yeah, and, we could smell the explosion in the streets, and yeah, it's I don't know. I don't know. I don't. Yeah, I have nothing more to say on it.
This shit will finish soon. We will destroy them, and everything will finish.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I believe in the strength of Ukraine, and I appreciate today how I was surrounded by these foreign warriors, mainly Americans, who are very committed to this and not not shying away from the fight. And some guys that just returned from fighting and are going to fight again. And all the Ukrainians I know who are fighting and in every way possible. I mean, that's it, man. That's everything that we've seen happening. Everyone is knows what they have to do. There's a lot that needs to be done, and that's an incredible power, and that's something Russia doesn't have. This cooperation and intelligence, and uh, I saw. I want to talk about the music, but first, I saw this essay the other day from some Ukrainian philosopher saying that this war shows that Russian culture is just completely empty. Like Russia, even like the great Russian writers like Tolstoy and Dostoevsky, whom I used to think was one of the best, who used to be my favorite writer, and the great Russian composers, all of it is shit. And I think I agree with that now. I think that they all failed. If they've all produced something so terrible.
Yeah, because they're
Um,
fucking stupid Russian motherfuckers. All of them. All of them.
I mean, and this, I had to. I love Dostoevsky, but because he went deep into the soul, but in the end, and I only realize this now, he went into the soul, but only in a world that was only about Russia. That's why everything. The world story was Russia's story. That's the problem with Russian art. Not that Russia's story is a universal. That every person lives tries to live with some kind of universal values. No, Russian art is the world story is through the prism of the Russian government, the Russian church, the Russian experience. With you know, yeah, that's really it's as though the world is Russia, and that's the mentality we see, and I think that's the mentality that Putin has. Uh,
Yeah, it's
and
fucking stupid empire
yeah, and
and
I feel
imperialistic ones
and since a little stupid that I mean
and
Dostoevsky
dreams.
was my favorite writer. Anyway, it's now I want to understand
That
more
because
about
of that because of Russian propaganda.
maybe, but I mean, America has, had, there's the British Empire. I mean, there's other, you know, um, other,
Other stupid empires.
yeah, and as an Irishman, that's why I, appreciate the Irish language and culture and songs. And now, I mean, I've long appreciated Ukrainian culture and songs, but now I realize I need to understand Ukrainian literature and read it. Um, and then compare it to the Russian literature. And I think I will find it to be freer. Um, anyway, that's something I need to do. But I see the argument. And it's like the argument about Wagner and Hitler, and Wagner inspired Hitler. Maybe he was kind of, there's something bad in his music, and I don't know. You know how there's the Russian mercenaries, the Wagner group.
What?
There's a group of mercenaries from different countries that fight for Russia, and they're called the
Oh, yeah,
Wagner.
yeah, yeah. Private military company.
Yeah, yeah, and then there's a group of freedom-loving people that created a private group to fight against Wagner called Mozart, the Mozart Group. Have you heard about these people?
No.
I've met some of them here. The Mozart Group is a group of people coming to fight for Ukraine, and they purposely call themselves Mozart to say they're very different from the Wagner Group. And that's what we see in this battle. It's like it's two different worldviews. It's people who are dark and sinister and hopeless versus people who want to be cheerful and kind and free. That's it.
We'll kill them all.
Yeah, the bad ones. What's your what's your feeling? Like May 9th coming up in a few days. What do you feel?
What do I feel?
Yeah, what do you feel
When?
now? What?
Nothing.
Yeah, that's pretty normal.
What I have to feel? Nothing. I don't know. It's a war. It's no future.
Yeah,
Nothing. Only black empty.
really? Is that true, or are you just saying that? Because I mean, you gotta have. Some, I mean, I've got some optimism. Um, but you don't.
No, no, no. I don't have. I just want a motorcycle. That's all.
Yeah. The
And
this
I want to see how Russian empire is disappearing.
I tonight I was walking home and to the our bunker headquarters or whatever castle, whatever it's called, and I passed a Land Rover, and there were two guys speaking English, and they were trying to they were doing something. They had all these boxes, and they were trying to shove them in the vehicle, and I walked, and I said, "Oh, I should go help them." And I turned around, and they had a logo on the vehicle, and I was thinking, I want a Land Rover, like you want a motorcycle, and but they were bringing medical gear here, and they're been teaching, training surgeons in combat medicine, and they were doing amazing work. And so we talked, and I said, "Oh, you probably need a secure place to park your stuff." So I brought them up to our little castle, secure place to park, and there's no point to this story anymore. But except for the Land Rover. So no, the point is this: is that um, uh, the past few days I've questioned a lot of what I'm doing here, and through donors and being able to raise money, we've provided a place for people to stay. Um, some of the people that have come through there have, I mean, we've had, maybe not so trustworthy. Um, some of this goes in the after war podcast, but I was questioning, is this the right thing to do? And And then today, I met these guys, and they definitely needed a place to secure these, medicines and medical equipment. I brought them up to our secure place behind quite an impressive gate, and then they came down to the office and met the foreign soldiers, and so many good connections came from that. Finally, it's a matter of having the right people together, but it's also a matter of not quitting. Like the past 3 days, I was really tempted to quit, or at least quit some of what I'm doing here. I'm glad I didn't, because now I'm seeing there is a benefit, and you gotta not let the bad people and the bad shit, break us, and keep staying true to whatever crazy idea we think is right.
Hmm.
Maybe you disagree with me on that, but
I don't know. I still thought about motorcycle all while you're talking, so I'm sorry.
yeah, good. Well,
I heard something about Land Rover about some guys, and what I can say,
and I would say,
you had a chance to buy a Land Rover, but you spent that chance to come to Ukraine. So don't cry now that you don't have a Land Rover, okay?
yeah, fair man. All right, good perspective. I and the last thing I'll say on this is, yeah, basically, uh, as you say there, yeah, it's a trade off. And when I was at the lowest point the past few days, and then a couple people showed up today, I said, wow, oh, these people can really help, and there's new energy. And if I had quit yesterday or the day before, you never know what's around the corner. And
Exactly.
if you keep going, I think there's a lot of credit for keeping going, especially in the
Maybe,
shittiest moments.
maybe if you quit yesterday,
Hmm.
you could meet Angelina Jolie in the airplane and talk with her, and after, I don't know, maybe marry her. But you're still here. Like you never know what can happen with you behind the corner.
Thank you, man. Uh, you're right. Thank you for making my positive perspective negative. I can always count on you
You're
for that.
welcome, bro. You're
Yeah, yeah,
welcome.
yeah, yeah. All right. The song, your song. So I don't know, like 20 years ago, it feels like, but 1 month ago, Zach sent a playlist of music, and it took me a while to listen to all these songs because each one was very interesting, and some of them I really liked. And I wrote thoughts about it. It was a nice break amid all the work, and so we're looking at three of these songs every day. And so now the first one is on a topic that's quite relative right now. I Will Survive, but a version by Janelle Garcia, who I don't know that artist.
I think it's a Spanish girl from a bar
Hmm.
who is singing in the bar, but she's singing nice.
Well, I said it reminded me of there's a bar called Con Murphy's in Philadelphia, and as I've said a few times, I'd probably, well, the owner of the bar, Liam, who you've been connected with, Zach. Liam Kelly, the owner, is from Ireland. Became a great friend. I probably drank too much there with my friends in Philadelphia when I was there for a couple of years, and but they've been having fundraisers for Ukraine, and they send us money to pay for our headquarters where we house volunteers and soldiers. The place that I was questioning 2 days ago, but that tonight I saw all the connections and the value of being here. Um, including we have Moneypenny, we have Miss Moneypenny. These are for the stories after the war, but we have this. We have Miss Moneypenny who keeps an eye on everything, and we have uh, uh, soldiers and Ukrainians here, and then people they can speak freely here. And anyway, Con Murphy's in Philadelphia has made it possible. And Con Murphy's, my friends and I, there's a group of like cops and nurses and like tough, boxers in Philadelphia. It was a wild crowd. And we would always sing. Everyone would drink and then we'd put money in the jukebox and we would sing songs like "I Will Survive" and everyone would go crazy to that. And so that's why this Spanish girl singing that in a bar was nice to hear.
Nice story, man. Thank you so much.
The next song.
About the I Will Survive, that Garcia girl.
Mhm.
I was looking for a Spanish variant of Bella Ciao,
Mhm.
and the YouTube Music offered me that, like, I Will Survive by that girl. After Bella Ciao, what will be the next? And I listened that and I thought, oh, it's very nice. I will add it. I will add it.
Yeah, it's a song everyone has heard so much, but this gives it a nice new fresh take. And all right, on the next song, Bella Ciao. I mean, say what you want or don't. If you don't want to say it, don't. But you have some connections to that song. So what? Why did you pick that? What is that song, Bella Ciao, and what? Why did you pick it?
I don't know. When I had the connection with that song, I didn't like it. I didn't like it because it was too much, that song, in my life.
Well, but explain why.
My parents' restaurant was calling Bella Ciao. I don't know why, just because. And that song, I hear that song like every day.
They would play it in it's a pizza restaurant, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And your parents always they love Italy and they bring the ingredients from Italy, right? And so they would play this. This was always played in the cafe, yeah.
No, it's never played in the cafe, but everyone there was singing. They were singing that song all the time.
Really.
But I watched the Netflix Paper House, La Casa de Papel,
Hmm.
Netflix TV show, and there they were singing that song there, but and exactly there I understood, like, the meaning of that song, because before I didn't.
And what is the meaning?
No, it's personally for everyone.
What was it for you?
Oh, I will not tell you that.
Yeah. Speak freely.
No, man, we cannot speak freely. And I don't want to explain you why, because you know why we cannot speak freely, because you'll edit after everything.
What?
You always do like that. You
Yeah,
don't
to
want
make
me to speak freely.
I
I have
I
I
do.
have I have a lot of nice jokes, but you don't like it and you edit it. And
Uh, so wait, can you say why
what?
about that song? What's the connection?
It's very nice and strong song about love, about the war, about die, and about justice for me.
Okay. About war, death, life, and justice. Yeah. Do you have more thoughts about it that you don't want to say?
No, I don't have it.
Really or not?
No, I don't have it. That's all.
Why?
Honest with you.
Why did you not want to say?
100%.
Why? Wait. Serious? No.
Yes.
All right. Bella Ciao. You said you like that song because it's about life, death, war, and justice. And it's a song about it's the song of the Italian partisans, um, which I didn't know until the war started here. And I remember we were recording a podcast in your kitchen before the war, and you said Lviv is the safest, freest city in the world, which it was at the time. In some ways, it still is an amazing free city. And you said life is great here. We're drinking amazing wine and free, and all we can do is sing the Bella Ciao song. And that, I thought that meant, oh, just sing it's a happy song. But now I know it's happy, but it's a deep and dark song. It's about people who love their freedom and don't want to lose it and are fighting to defend it. And since the war started, I've heard it on the streets of Ukraine, and then today during during the second air alarm, right after the strikes in the Cafe Fatzet, I heard the Ukrainian version of the Bella Ciao song, and the volume was down, it's such a catchy, powerful melody, and it was very loud in the cafe. But I thought I heard Bella Ciao, and I asked the staff at the cafe. I said, "Can you tell me what song this is?" And sure enough, it was the Ukrainian version of Bella Ciao, which I think was made for this war. And so I
Yeah,
love
about
now.
about 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 javelins and bayraktars.
Yeah, it's
That.
I love that song and what it stands for. And it's cheerful, but it's about fighting, and and that's really the Ukrainian spirit. Just yeah, it can be a little bit depressed right now, but generally you keep some good cheer and the jokes as you talked about, and you keep going. So all right, anything what else? Anything else on that?
No, no.
And then the next song is a song about Marilyn Manson, right?
Yeah, Marilyn Manson.
It's not like my favorite shit, but because as I wrote in my note, my mind is so dark.
What song it was? It was The Last Day on the Earth or other?
Coma White.
Or Como White. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's by Daniel Alves Matos, but it's called Marilyn Manson. Coma White.
Marilyn Manson is an amazing musician.
Why?
What?
Why or how? Or explain yourself.
No, just because it's a cool music. And fuck you. That's all. That is all my explanation.
Well, actually,
is that enough?
it's all I expect. Yeah, look, as anyone listening can see, like, look, when I asked you what you thought about the Bella Ciao song, your first answer was like, "Fuck you," and then when I said, "No, there's got to be something more to it. There's a reason why you put it there, why you sing the song a lot." So I kept asking, and you're like, "No, I have nothing to say." And then finally, your answer was kind of poetic: life, death, justice, war. Oh, thank you for sharing an idea. It was a good idea. I don't like it.
Marilyn Manson. It was my first foreigner musician. I started to listen when I was child.
Was that an accident, or you sought that music out yourself?
My older brother, my cousin, he put it on in his room, and I came to his room and listened that, and I like it. The first song I have heard, it was "Sweet Dreams" by Marilyn Manson.
I don't recall that. I'll have to listen to it.
What?
And I said that song. I know I can't hear it in my head, so I have to look it up after those Sweet Dreams.
But don't tell me that you never hear the Marilyn Manson "Sweet Dreams."
I can't tell you because I can't think of it in my mind. So maybe I haven't. I'm sure I have, but I miss a lot of shit sometimes. And I when I was listening to this song about Marilyn Manson, is it in his style? I'm confused by
No,
this, but
no. It was a acoustic version of that song,
oh,
and
okay.
that's why you liked it.
Because I could understand it better.
Yeah,
Yeah, I could hear the
because
ideas
I
better. But
think I think the original version you'll not like.
well, that's what I wrote is because my mind is pretty dark. I hate super dark shit because I got a lot of it. So but this I liked and I wrote it's clear and cool. That's the acoustic part of it. Uh, but then I wrote it's honest through the pain. That's what I really loved about it. And so there was a line that resonated with me. He said, "A world that threw me away today." Shit.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. He has very deep lyrics.
I mean, have you felt that before? A world that threw me away today.
Like very often, and we
Yeah,
have
what's
we
up?
have we have to fight with that like every day.
Yeah. Every day upon waking, almost. Before the war is one thing, but in the beginning of the war, I didn't feel that so much. We had so much adrenaline, all of us, I think. Just adrenaline. But now, nearing 3 months of this, and
And also the nice song like Coma White, this The Last Day on Earth.
oh, that's what
The,
it's about.
the the acoustic version as well.
The name of the
It's like
song was
yeah. The Last Day on Earth by
um,
Marilyn Manson,
as I
yeah, as well.
as I was sitting at that cafe tonight during the strikes, and people are trying to be cheerful, and everyone's gathered there together, and I've often,
Yeah, and me and Hala, we were standing on the street with a dog, and
yeah,
like watched that shit. And I said to her, let's go to the shop, buy some beer because maybe it will be the last time. So let's do it now.
and did you do that?
Yeah, of course. I just finished my second.
Nice. Did you stay outside and drink the beer?
No. It's
Oh,
fucking
it's great.
mosquitoes outside.
Mosquitoes, not you worried about mosquitoes, not Russian airstrikes. Nice.
I'm Ukrainian.
Yeah, man. It's inspiring, and yeah. And yeah, we sat there saying, "Oh, we're at the cafe at the end of the world," which it felt like, but there was a comfort to it, and surrounded by good people, and said, "Okay, well." And people, some people I'd only recently met who've seen horrible battles elsewhere, and um, some strange way we're all here together in this time, like stuck in a subway car that's stopped between stations. That's how I feel. Yeah, I feel like here right now in Ukraine, we are in a subway car and we're stuck between stations with the lights flickering. And we don't know if it's ever going to move again.
I want to go back and drink a good wine and talk about nothing.
Well, me too, man. And but we have work to do. We keep doing it. We can own, but we're still in the freest city, free spirited city, especially now. And as you said, we can only smile and sing the Bella Ciao song. And that's all the more true now than it was when you said it before the war.
So let's win that fucking war.
Indeed, my friend. All right, man. This has been the Speak Freely podcast, near daily war journal.
Shit, yeah. It was Zakhar Pikh and Joe Lindsley. Thank you so much and have a safe night.
UkrainianFreedomNews.com. Thank you. And don't about you.
До побачення.